I go to fashion school in New York City, so come with me to my draping class at FIT, part 2.
So in the last video, I had finished draping the front and prepping the back. Then I put it on my dress form and started pinning. So first I pinned this area flat, and then I made some cuts so I was able to form my first flare. And then after I formed my flare, I checked the size to make sure it matched the ones in the front and made adjustments if I needed to. Then I pinned that flare in place and then went ahead and did the same thing to form my second flare. And this is how it looked after pinning. So then I went ahead and went around the waist, and I made cross marks at the center back and the top of each flare. And then I marked dots along the waist in between the cross marks. Then I did the same thing at the bottom, following the bottom of the dress form as a guide for my hemline. And then I did end up redraping it because I messed up a little, so I made new marks in blue. So then I took it off of the dress form and laid it flat on the table. Then I measured from my hemline that I drew on the dress form down to the edge of the fabric, which was 10.5 inches. So then I went around and measured out 10.5 inches perpendicular to the hemline I drew to create the actual hemline. Then I used my hip curve to trace it and create a smooth line. And this is how it looked after I did that. Then I went ahead and cut off the excess along that line. Then I pinned it back on my dress form, so I pinned the center front at the waist, the side seam, and the center back. And I also pinned the top of each flare. And then I pinned the center front and the center back at the hip level. Then I smoothed out and defined my flares. And here we have my completed flared skirt. So you can see there's 2 flares in the front, 1 on the side seam and 2 on the back. And overall, I think it turned out pretty good.